Welcome guys.
Hi everyone.
So we're gonna keep going with the videos. We didn't go far. So here we're gonna briefly talk about picking the numbers for people, and then we're gonna go down to the bridge.
Yes.
So Uni said it's not a big deal picking the numbers.
I don't think there is much to talk about this.
I feel
What do you think?
the only thing I wanted to say that picking the numbers,
Yeah.
just like in the Squid Game, like
Yeah.
episode, people can refuse to move. So people in the front of the numbers, I'm not sure why they didn't think of that. They were like, oh, I have to go, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna fall off. So how come they didn't think of refusing to move? Because if we fast forward a little bit, when everyone is, okay, why am I getting TJ all the time? So I finally found the footage. So TJ is the captain, and he was nominated to be the first player to be going, right?
Yes.
He didn't think there was a choice that he didn't have to go forward after one, but another player suggested this. I think that player was the guy, one of the
Yeah.
nice guys.
Yeah.
And he started to suggest a lot of good team games,
Yeah.
team methods.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, TJ got eliminated right away because he picked the wrong spot.
Yeah.
There's one person I really want to talk about over here. It's our friend, not my friend. It's she's 278, right? And May
Yeah.
is
278.
yeah, she's 278.
Ashley. Yes.
I really disliked that Ashley actually was very selfish at the start, and she refused to move. And this made my friend Terry, yes, I call him Terry.
He's not Terry. He's Trey or something.
His name's Trey, yes, I know. He's missing my R. I was calling Trey, I was feeling really bad for Trey because she refused to move. And this means Trey was taking unnecessary risk when each other was taking only one 50-50 round.
Yes.
I was not happy. I was getting very worked up. And
Yes.
you can tell.
Yes.
I really disliked 278 after this. And yes, even though she jumped after, Trey took 3 jumps and he eventually got eliminated because of that.
Yes.
She could have just jumped and not have caused his death or his loss of the game.
Death.
Or death of the game.
Yes.
So, what do you think, Uni?
Well, she has to make a move anyway, and she finally did a move. So yeah, why didn't she just made the move
Because
earlier?
she was selfish. And eventually she was so selfish that she was not very intelligent. So I'm being a little biased over here. She
Yes.
thinks that just having one person in front of her, unless that person dies or eliminates, she's not going to move. But that is a very silly idea because she's number 5. Mathematically, both of them will fail if they don't cooperate with the 50-50 choice that was presented. So after Trey fell, she had to move, otherwise everybody would get so mad at her.
Yes.
I was going to push her off if I was there. I was like, off you go. Just like this show.
Yeah, I was thinking that if she's like a very, very terrible person, there could be a chance that she refuses to move too.
Yeah, but she could refuse to move.
Yeah, but it's too much of a pressure.
Yeah,
to do
and
that.
eventually
Yeah.
she gave in because everyone was staring at her. But
Yeah.
then she moved
But
and everyone forgave her, which I was very surprised.
Yeah, how come no one's like step up and say like, hey, you did the same thing to Trey. Why don't you do the same thing yourself?
Exactly.
Like, why are you like
So that's
being
why I
double
want to
standard?
come to skip forward a little bit, come to the next game, which is, the dice game. So I'm going to skip forward a little bit. I think it's related
Yes.
because I believe May, who is the first person nominating other person,
Yeah.
because they kind of all agree, we're going to nominate ourselves so that it's more fair to everyone.
Yes.
But for May's case, I feel like she's a very righteous person, and she said she was in the Navy, and I do believe that if someone doesn't cooperate in a team, and someone who's clearly an outlier, who's only looking after themselves, like 278, I feel I'm on May's side, and I feel like May had the right to target her. I'm very shocked that everybody else just be like, oh, it's okay, she jumped and we're gonna forgive her. It's May's fault for picking someone else. That's how I feel. What do you think?
Well, luckily I'm on your side too.
Yay.
Well, I'm a very rightful person, and at that bridge game, I did think that Ashley, she was so selfish.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Trey, my Terry.
His name is Trey. Come on. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, she's so selfish. How come no one stood up for Trey?
Yeah.
Like,
Don't-
how come everyone forget about what she did terribly on that bridge?
because
Even though
Trey's
she
not in
made
the
a
game
move.
anymore. So she keep forcing Trey to go forward and go forward. No matter how
Yeah.
many times he goes, he will eventually fail because mathematically Trey can't make it. And
Yes.
278 is just very selfish. And now
Yes.
when it's May's chance, she took the chance to punish the person who is not a team player. That everybody took that as she is the wrong one. And everyone say, oh, it's her fault. She's not like trustworthy.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for May, and she was feeling really bad because of that. And the dice game, is there much you want to talk about?
I don't think there is anything that I want to talk about. I think that's the highlight of the dice game and the bridge game, because it's, as you said, it's connected.
I think the last thing I want to talk about the dice game is if I was Mr. 286,
Yes.
and I think sometimes, this is not saying I'm a bad person, but rather I feel like sometimes people forget they're here to play a game. This whole thing is a game.
Yeah.
It's a reality TV show, it's a game. Number 286 is very close to May. And he teamed up with May a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if she made the choice of attacking 278, him, on the other hand, knowing that there's one person to be eliminated, he can follow May's decision to attack 278 and save himself at the risk of elimination. Because if everyone still follows, he's safe. If someone targets him, likely someone can target May as well, because May is the person that started everything. So logically, he should have picked, 278. Not only because I don't like her for the last game, but it would have been much safer if he picked the other lady. And unfortunately, he picked himself and he got eliminated. It is 1 in 16.6% chance, but still, it's a fairly bad chance. You don't want to put yourself at a risk, right?
Yeah, I think in this game, like, most of the players, they just try to be.
They try to present themselves up to be fair and righteous, but players forget fairness in a game is something that is presented to you by another player, and that in itself is not fair. Because those who create the rules of being fair in a game is trying to have advantage. Oh, this is not my philosophy. I'm just trying to play with words. Okay, so let us know what you guys think. Who would you be on the side for? 278 versus 287. For both of us, it is against 278. Ashley,
Yeah,
go
but
for
I
it.
think I did see some comments online saying that they don't like
May.
Mm.
I like May. Okay, let us know in the comments, guys. Bye bye.
See ya.
That's not bad.